Anyone that played video games in the late 90s, particularly the very first Sony PlayStation fans, could not get away from the car combat style of games in that era. These games were dark, gritty, action-packed explosiveness that directly contradicted what mainstream video games were marketed as. My very first two purchases from my very first paycheck from my very first job when I was just 13 years old was Twisted Metal 1 and Resident Evil 2. At the time, they were greatest hits. Later on, I bought Vigilante 8, and I played that for over 2 years without needing to purchase any other title. It was that good to me. Needless to say, the car combat genre has a special place in my life, and given that the last Twisted Metal game that released was in 2012, it's kind of sad Sony hasn't done anything with the IP in nearly 15 years now. Even when Battle Royale and extraction shooter games are a huge thing, still, they refuse to do anything with it. One fan decided to stop waiting and actually make a direct sequel. And thus, we have Twisted Metal 5. I followed this project here and there for a couple years and was delightfully surprised to see it actually make a full release. Apparently, a bunch of other people got together to help him, and what we have is one of the best fan service renditions of a dead genre I've ever seen. The game feels like a huge combination of nearly all 6 or so games all combined into one title. There's a massive amount of unlocks via just playing the game, whether it's main menu codes, or just finding secrets in the levels. I mean, there's like 50 characters and skins to unlock. And it's just like how the retro style of gaming used to be. For a free-to-download title, this is well worth your time. Is the game perfect? No. It's a fan rendition. It's got a few quirks that could still be ironed out. For example, any weapons that homes in seem to always target your closest target, and not what's the most in front of you. Kind of annoying, but can be fixed. Enemies teleporting to your location feels kind of odd, but I get it. Keep the heat on you. This is only a single-player game, after all. The enemies also almost always feel like they're ganging up on you, instead of just in a free-for-all, but a lot of the older games had a hard time with that as well. My biggest personal gripe is the amount of clutter everywhere in the maps. Weapon pickups are literally everywhere at all times, always in your face. You will never run out ever, which kind of defeats the purpose of finding good ones, or bunches of them in little secret areas. I would personally tone down the pickups to about a quarter of what's around. It would give the game a better thought process to when to use certain weapons, because right now you literally just spam everything you have. Not much strategy in that. The later levels do open up a bit more, but the clutter is still just everywhere for me. It drowns out the idea that you have to keep moving and strategize. The main dev is patching and fixing things still to my knowledge. My advice to him is to keep going with it. Keep adding and changing and fixing things. Because this proves that this genre is still fun, challenging, and still can be just as good as it once was. I have been playing this game straight for an entire week, and can't really put it down. It checks off all the boxes that made these games fun and engaging. Please keep it up. You got a gold mine here, and I'm hoping after this project you go and make another one that's your own take on the genre, because you deserve heavy compensation for bringing this back to life. And me, for now, I'm going to go back to working on unlocking Calypso's Nuke Mobile, which was my favorite character in TM4.